Shalom, Kal Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waharacha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, taught us this truth. Peace, salutation, blessings, and mercy to the Lord's elect. I open this lesson speaking in the Hebrew tongue, giving all praises to the Most High in his true name, which is Yahweh, meaning he is, he exists, he to be. Bahashem is in the name of Yahweh Shai, all right, his son, meaning he delivered or he savior. And that's the true name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the real Hebrew Israelites, the descendants of Jacob, and the self-proclaimed white man is the Edomite. He's the descendant of Esau, Edom, and he's the wicked and the devil in this earth. And I'm coming back in the spirit with a quick lesson based off of something a brother shared in our group chat, and I found this very interesting. All right, it reads, the Egyptian plagues for the 10 Egyptian god and goddesses. All right, now we know that we're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now. All right, and we just celebrated one of the most important high holy days, which is the Passover. Okay, which also falls on the full moon Sabbath. All right, 2 weeks into the new moon Sabbath. All right, we just ate the Passover, and we know that signifies that's a memorial of us being delivered from Egypt. All right, and upon our deliverance from ancient Egypt, all those plagues got put on Egypt to the point where Egypt was the greatest empire on the earth during that time. And the Most High jacked it up so bad that it still hasn't recovered. All right, it's still through. You got different people living in that land. All right, Egypt is not a global world power like these other nations like Russia, America, China. They're not in the talks of anything. All right, and those Egyptians, you know, the people who live in Egypt right now, they're not the true Egyptians. All right, those are people of Arabic and Edomite descent that live there. All right, so Egypt has never recovered, and you know, it's just spiritual because now we're in this new Egypt, right? Which the word Egypt means bondage. Okay, Egypt is a Greek word. Okay, you know, it's all spiritual, but you know, something that really caught my attention is that each plague that the Most High put on Egypt from the 1st to the 10th plague targeted a specific idol that was being worshipped in Egypt. All right, and before I go through this, let me open with this in this scripture in Isaiah 19, because Yahweh Shai is coming to do the same thing. Right? Yahweh Shai is coming. Let me read it. Isaiah 19, the burden of Egypt. All right? It's not talking about ancient Egypt. It's talking about this modern day captivity. Okay? So-called America, Babylon the Great. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. Right? A so-called UFO, a chariot, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, so just like I mentioned, all those plagues that were put on ancient Egypt, every single plague targeted a particular idol that was being worshipped. Well, the Most High is getting ready, has already begun to do that to this modern day Egypt. All right. What idol is being attacked right now? Money. Okay, money. Women. The Lord is about to crash this, allow this devil to crash this financial system. Right? Hey, food is worshipped as an idol. That's going to be taken away. Pretty much everything people worship and look up to in this place outside of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is being attacked. All right, now going into this these slides right here, you know, I'll just read certain points. Okay, so the first plague was the water, the Nile being turned to blood. All right, and that targeted this Egyptian idol they called Hapi, Egyptian god of the Nile. All right, the second plague was frogs coming from the Nile River. Okay, that targeted Heket, Egyptian goddess of fertility, water, and renewal. And you see her image right there. They painted, her image was of a frog. All right, another plague, lice from the dust of the earth, targeted Geb, the Egyptian god of the earth. All right, so pretty much the Most High was making mockery of those Egyptians. He put each plague, he put on each particular plague he put on those Egyptians was mockery, you know, going all the way to, you know, I don't even have to read all these, but the last two plagues, all right, the ninth plague was 3 days of complete darkness. All right, that targeted the top Egyptian god they serve, Ra, the sun god. So the Most High was making mockery. He made it completely dark for 3 days. Where was Ra? All right, he's supposed to be the sun god, right? Why didn't he make the sun appear? All right, so the Most High showed those Egyptians through those plagues that their idols were just idols. All right, their gods were not gods at all. They couldn't help them. All right, and then as it says here, Pharaoh, the ultimate power of Egypt. All right, Pharaoh was actually the top idol worshipped amongst the Egyptians, and the Most High got his ass with the death of the firstborn. All right, his firstborn, his heir, got put to death. Okay, so that's the point on that. All right, now in this new Egypt we're in, we're getting ready to see all of these idols, Jesus Christ, Allah, the Easter bunny, money, women, whatever people are worshiping, the so-called white man, it's all going down. The Most High is about to make mockery of all these idols. All right, so yeah, Judges 10 and 14. But before I get that, let me grab this real fast in 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 15. Verses 10 and 11. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, right? This land America, again, the modern day Egypt. But I will bring them with the mighty hand and the stretched out arm, that's Yahushai and the angels, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right, so now the Lord is about to put new plagues on this new Egypt. All right, and that ultimate plague is going to be the nuclear destruction. All right, that's how the whole land is going to be destroyed, as it said at the end of verse 11. All right, so we're getting ready to experience and witness this. All right, also, before I get Judges 10 and 14, let me grab this real fast. In Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, right? That ancient Egypt, all right? They made movies about it, okay? That's still a famous story. It's still talked about today. It says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, right? North America, this land right here in the northern hemisphere, the new Egypt, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave into their fathers, which is the land of Israel. All right, so the point here is that as great as that story of destruction and deliverance from ancient Egypt was, still talked about to this day, they made Hollywood movies about it, as great as that was, the plagues, the destruction, and the deliverance from this new Egypt, Babylon the Great, is going to top that. All right, so what are we in store for? All right, or what's in store for this place, Babylon? All type of plagues, all right, judgments, of destruction, leading up to, again, the final plague, the nuclear destruction. And this will be the greatest deliverance, just as how great of a deliverance it was from ancient Egypt. All right, with Moses splitting the waters, Israel walking through the dry part, and the Egyptian armies pursuing them and then being drowned, closed up by the waters. All right, as great as that was, that can't top being beamed up as nuclear missiles are flying across the sky. That final plague that comes upon this new Egypt being beamed up in the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and in the twinkling of an eye receiving a new heavenly body. All right, that's going to be talked about throughout all the ages in the kingdom. All right, nothing could top that deliverance. All right, so that was the point on that. Now, going back more so to the topic, let's go to Judges 10 and 14. Okay, because again, you know, back in this thing, these slides show you how, you know, each plague that the Most High put on Egypt, from the first one to the very last one, the 10th one, it all targeted a false god, an idol. All right, that was the Lord confounding the idols of Egypt. Judges 10 and 14. And this is the Lord talking to his own people. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So unfortunately for the majority of our people, they haven't repented and turned to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They haven't put off the idols that they grew up worshiping in this place. So in the time of their visitation, in the time of judgment, this is what the Most High is telling them. You know, call on Jesus Christ. See if Jesus Christ could save you from famine. See if Allah can save you from sedition. Right? See if you could buy your way out of a nuclear destruction, which you can't. All right? So the Most High is getting ready to confound all of these idols before us all. All right? So let's end this lesson off with this precept here in Psalm 135. It reads, the idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouths. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. All right, they're not real. They're just dumb idols. All them ancient, you stupid ass Kemetic niggas and you Egyptologist type niggas believing in these whack ass idols. A nigga with a hawk head. You know, all this weird shit. Animal head niggas that aren't real, just made up. And really, they're just demons. But you're not worshiping a real power. All right, and just like the Most High showed those Hamites that what they believed in wasn't true, well, the Most High is about to show all you niggas and all you other you heathens out here that whatever the fuck you believe in, that plantation Christianity, Catholicism, all right, that Muslim Islam bullshit, Egyptology, all right, you believe in money, that's your God. You think the black woman is God. You worship yourself as a god. Well, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is getting ready to show you that you ain't shit. And the idols you worship are nothing but just that. Just the idol that you made up. All right. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the one and only true power. Okay. So with that, Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Waharakha Kodash.